sides too if you want.
I pulled a lot of slack out of it.
Well, we're gonna have it
Can you
all
go up?
because we just spent 4 minutes flashing this without. Why is everything I have breaking?
I pulled your fucking mount right off of the hoist. It was working. Set her down. That's impressive, eh? It did work.
Wait.
Sorry, buddy.
I'm just having a rough day.
It's alright.
Just having a rough day. Everything I have is breaking.
Well, you know, we could. Working a charm now, though.
So what are the block of woods for?
So the thing gets tighter sooner. And then I can direct where the pressure's going, right?
Down?
A little bit, yeah. Cool. Okay, up. Send her home. Keep going. Woohoo! Alright, set her down. Tighten up this chain. I gotta get a little bit more out of this side, and it should be good. It's curled right up now. Looks good.
What I usually do for that is I just put a jack underneath there with the chain down.
You could do that too.
I don't know if I have a jack that goes that high anymore. Huh?
Blocks of water for
Well, I had a pretty rough weekend on this car. What do you mean rough weekend, Zach? Sunday I lost my cool. Nothing worked the way it was supposed to work on Sunday, so I didn't really film that much. I tried to get a little bit of pre-bending in with Steven. I'll show that in this video. We did pre-bend the back, but when I tell you nothing went my way on Sunday, nothing went my way. I broke my impact gun. I broke 2 gas tanks. I cut the wrong fuel line. I found out the main power wire was cut. The car wouldn't start. My welder wouldn't turn on. I tried doing a double for a buddy and it popped 3 tubes. Like nothing went my way. I lost my cool. I yelled at a buddy. I'm getting very stressed. I have Caledon coming up. It's actually in like 2 days. And that's stressful. I'm trying to buy a new project because next summer I think I'm going to do a little bit less derbies and maybe just do something a little different. So be on the lookout for those videos coming up. So I've been working on that. And this New York car is extremely stressful. When it didn't start the other day, I said I didn't even want to go. But now everybody say thank you to Steven because it's running. He figured out the problem. I was just so blinded by rage I didn't see the issue. I was just about to pull this engine and put a different one in. But we got a lot of stuff done to this. There's still a lot to do. And for all you guys say that I'm not pushing the rules enough and I should do a lot more and cut it apart at the shows, guess what? I'm going to have to cut this car at this show. I already know I'm going to have to cut this car. And I'm going to bring zip discs, and I'm going to bring batteries, and I'm going to bring a generator. I already know I'm going to have to cut this car at the tech. So, I really hate cutting cars at tech. And the reason why I hate cutting cars at tech is it's a lot of work. And I kind of try to do everything planned. And then when I cut out one piece, it kind of wrecks like a couple plans. But let's do a quick little walk around and we'll see what kind of state this car is in right now. I did a lot of work to it today, so it's coming along. I'm actually getting into a groove. The welder is still a piece of shit, and I'm not happy with it though. I thought if I changed the whip it'd be okay. Honestly, I prefer the flux core over this gas welding. The gas welding is just not doing it for me. So we're going to start on the back of the car here. I got 9-wire from bumper to trunk. I think I'm going to have to cut some of the 9-wire. We got the sides all folded up. I think you guys were here for that. We got a rear bumper on. This is the bumper. We just cut off that Camry wagon. And so last year what I did was I made the bumper a little bit too long, and when it came in it hit the rear tires. So I made the bumper shorter this year, so hopefully when it comes in it does not hit the rear tires. We have a lot of 9-wire inside of here, guys. Like, this is what I'm thinking they're going to make me cut some of it out, but we'll have to see. We built a new gas tank. The bolts for the cage, I still have to get a whole bunch of bolts for the cage. Yeah, here's another issue. See this? This is my dipstick tube, because the dipstick tube, I guess that's my dipstick. The dipstick tube is messed up, so we had to cut it shorter, and then we had to cut this shorter. We got all the doors folded over and welded. We got the battery, we got it running, we got the oil pressure gauge. We got a lot of things done on the inside here. We got our door bars and the padding in there. Everything's coming along. We have the front of the car all put together. We have the radiator support on. We have the plates to hold the bumper on. We just don't have a bumper yet. We got the motor mount put down. We have the alternator working. We got everything zip tied underneath the hood. We got power steering. That is another thing. The bolt for the power steering on this, Steven and I spent over 1 hour trying to put that banjo bolt into the power steering. We just have tires on here so we could roll it around. But yeah, honestly guys, I had a really, really rough weekend on this, and I should have walked away. It's just I don't have time to walk away right now. I've waited too long to walk away. There's still a lot of stuff we have to do on this car, guys. Like, still don't have a bumper on it. The Derby's less than 5 days away, and I don't have a bumper. 5 days, 7-hour drive. So we got seat belts, battery, because I don't like the battery that's in it. I think it's only got 200 cold cranking amps. We have to adjust the shifter, the sub mounts. I never put those little top hats back on the subs, so I'm going to put those on. The starter wire doesn't reach the battery, so we have to come up with something for that. Change out my steering wheel. So last year I ran a quick release, so I'd like to put this whole column into it, but there's a problem. This one here is all kind of blown apart on the inside. It was giving me some issues, so I'd like to put a non-Avalon one into it, but I don't think I can. Oh, I just pinched my finger! Oof, that was not fantastic. So I'm probably just going to put this steering column into it, to be honest. And then I can run my quick release steering wheels, which this one here is all bent up, but I'm going to keep that one as a backup, because last year I seen a guy's steering wheel break and they DQ'd him, so I don't want to be DQ'd for the steering wheel. Steering wheel. I don't even know what that means. Seat belt? Stray belt? I have no idea. I'll have to figure that one out. GoPros. I have a front bumper. Rear tires are both flat. The radiator is not attached, transmission is all kind of messed up, but we've already got a lot of things scratched off of here. But honestly, I'm still losing my mind over this car, guys. Tires. I did do the hood, and I had some grand plans. So the hood is folded underneath. I made a slice and then folded the hood back over and then bolted it. I've never done it like that. We're going to have to test to see how it works. And yeah, so Steven says he's going to get me a bumper for the front of it, which would be really nice. And then, yeah, this is my transmission dipstick too. We just have a spark plug jammed into it so that we don't lose fluid. But we're going to be doing some more building on this. I'll turn it all into one video, so stay tuned, guys. We're almost at the finishing line, just a little bit more to do.